Good morning, and it is an absolute cracker of a day. Look at that sunlight just coming right in there. So, May is a month of movement. I think that we're all starting to feel that we've come out of the deep, dark winter and it's time to move. And today we're just going to do the big six, moving the lymph. The lymphatic system is where all the toxins hang out. And there's no pump in the lymphatic system. So if we don't move, if the body doesn't move, then we don't assist the body to release the toxicity through the routes of elimination, which are obviously your gallbladder, your liver, and your kidneys, where everything gets put through there to get filtered and put back to the earth in the ideal world. So obviously we tend to look at toxicity from a very physical level, but there's also the stinking thinking, and we know that exercise and movement really helps that, getting out in nature. And look how beautiful these bluebells and this bush is here. It's just absolutely gorgeous. So the other thing that I want to focus on a lot this month is the spine, because the spine actually is the thing that actually holds the entire body up, holds even the organs in place. So if we're not looking after the spine and the fluid, the craniosacral fluid that runs through that, and of course the kundalini that runs up through that phenomenal set of vertebrae with these joints, you know, we've got the sacral joint, we've got the neck, carrying a lot of weight for us, and just very, very simple movements. This is not about going out and running a marathon, although please, if you can do that, feel free. This is about just moving the body in a really smart, intelligent way so that you can feel more energy. Now, the big six, I'll do the first little bit sitting down in here at your ear. So just start, so you're maybe running your hands up and down there, and do it a wee bit in tension, i.e. let's just move this lymph and let's really help the body to be cleaner and lighter, and then just tap. So these are what we call the bottleneck points, where things have to have a wee bit of a tighter place to get through. So then we're here. Again, you should have arm pits, not arm puffs. And the same thing here. And then in here. Again, you don't need to rub very hard. You're just telling the body, right, come on, time to cleanse and clear. And at the thymus here. That's it. In your belly. This is going to turn into the big seven. That's it, just really, again, this area around here where all these internal organs are, and we just forget about it, we ignore it, and just pat round here. And then in at the groin area, again, another bottleneck where things can hang out, and if you ever have any lymphatic problems, you will have swelling in your armpits, your neck, or around the groin area. Down to the back of your knees. Sit in there. And again, just tapping. Now, it seems almost too simple to believe that doing that every day is going to make a difference, but I highly recommend you do. And my pal Nicola, who's the big proponent, she taught me this. She said that her clients, when they start making a practice of this, because remember, it's the daily practices that we have that take us to where we want to go or where we don't want to go. So that's a really simple thing that everybody can do, and you can do it sitting in a chair if you need to. Right, so what we're going to do now is just a very simple forward bend. And again, keep your knees soft so that there's no shock into the body here. And just take your body weight. You're just using gravity and the weight of the body and you'll start to feel, well, I can feel it in my lower back, I can start to feel it in my hamstrings, and just dead simple. This is what we call in yoga an inversion. So you can start to feel your nose. There's obviously a little bit of stuff going on inside my sinus area. I can start, so now the blood's starting to go to my brain, and my brain needs that. I can feel the stretch up the back of the hamstrings, in the calves. Can you hear all the wee birds? And I'll just hang forward. And it's a very pleasant thing to do. And again, you can do this in a chair if you can't stand just now. Just lean forward and initiate the stretch. Because what can happen, especially as you get older, is that you never ever stretch. And guess what happens? You get stiff. It's really not rocket science, is it? And you can just gently take that from side to side. And just feel, what can you feel inside? You feel it in your calves, you feel it in your hamstrings, your glutes, and your lower back. And then just gently uncurling again, vertebrae by vertebrae, really checking in with your spine, with the body. Okay, we'll just do it again. And just come and take your hands up and just tip them gently back. Again, what can you feel? And then again, just coming forward. Really, really simple. We're kicking off May just by coming back to life. And really just let your head hang forward. Use the gravity. Again, these poses are so simple. You might not understand how powerful they are for changing your lymphatic, the mobility in your spine and your legs. And then just gently coming back up again. And taking the hands up above your head. Gently tipping it back. And back forwards to the last one. So we're going to have people coming on throughout May, helping you to move in really easy ways. But of course, walking's a pretty simple one, isn't it? Especially in this fantastic weather. And when it comes to stretching the muscles, elongating the muscles, I'm a big fan of yin yoga now, getting into a stretch and just holding it there, giving the body the time, being patient to allow that stretch. The muscles, the fibres start to stretch, and you'll tear some of the fibres, that's all right, as long as you're not straining, you're stretching, not straining. And then what happens is, uncurling, I'll tell you. Back up. What happens when we, this is how we get muscle definition. Sorry, my boobs have come out there. When the muscle fibres tear, and we do this by lots of different weights, you can do it with yoga as well, and then the repair over the next 2 days, they start to repair, and that's how the muscle gets stronger, more flexible, and it gets more definition. And really, this is not about losing weight. This is about losing toxicity, and very often that can come in actually having to drop some of the fat cells out the body. So it's simple. Move in May, get involved. If you're not part of the solution, you're part of the problem, but not you, not me. Let's do it. Ciao, have a great weekend.